Okay, my friends, what I'm going to do is show you where I found these big things, and they're still there. Nobody else knows where they are because nobody's taken any interest. But this is the giant fingertip, and that's the fingerprints that came off of this fingertip. Now, the fingertip is not on my property anymore, as I shall show you. It's just a hair off my property. I thought it was still on my property, but it's not. I sold a piece, and it's just like this far into the guy's. I can't move it. So anyway, I do have this, and I got DNA out of both of these things, and it was tested. They're both human, and that's the giant left hand. And I've shown this so many times. That's the grip skin, all that silver stuff. And if you look at the big finger, it has the same thing. It's the grip skin here, which is this. It pops right off. I smacked this and it popped right off. And fortunately, the great thing is there's no blood in here. You can't get blood out of that. That's just, it's just like a rubber glove. But below it is saturated with blood. Fortunately, when I smacked this, I expected it to just fracture and fall apart, but it didn't. It came off just like this. However, there's one little piece of bloody meat that came off with it. So I got DNA, and I have this in my own hands. The other one is on the other guy's property. He doesn't know it's there. Nobody knows it's there. Nobody knows any of this stuff. So what I need to do is make sure that if I die, somebody can find this stuff. So here's the deal. I'm going to show you where this is, walk around my property and show you. But this is where my house is. Driveway comes out to the road. If you came down this way, the 3-foot hand is right in here. Actually, let me make this a little more accurate. This is actually like, there's a pathway that goes through here. But all of this is, there's an area here that's all green. And it's right in this area right here. You come into this big field. There's a big field here. That's still my property. And I sold a piece back here, and the fingertip is right on the edge of it. I just didn't pay attention when they were, you know, doing all the figuring out who, you know, the splitting up the property, and it's just a hair off my property. Anyway, I'm going to show you. I'm going to walk around showing you what is here, and we'll go through the pathway and back to where that is. So if I die, somebody can find it. Because right now it would be completely lost. Okay, this is it, fall in New England. I just fixed my garage door over there in the back. And this is the fall foliage. And where I found that big toe was right back. I'm having a hard time seeing this, it's so bright. But it was right back in that area where that cedar tree is. And then the rest of the body was found back over here. So that cedar tree way down there, and the rest of the body was found down where my wife's office is, right down there. So that's a pretty good distance. Alright, so all the way back to that cedar tree there. And the foliage is pretty good. I'm working trying to get this place fixed up. I just let it go. Look at the fireplace. We're having a new fire chimney put in. So I've been working. Okay, my friends, check this out. I should have got out here a little bit earlier. When it came through, when the sun comes through first thing in the morning, when it's really right on that edge there, it just glowed like gold. But the leaves are starting to go down. Fall foliage. Right there in the sunlight is where it was really, really glow. My birds. You see my grill here? Listen to this. This thing's been failing me for 5 years. So finally I said, I'm just going to order some new parts for it. So I called up, I ordered. Now this thing's 18 years old. I says, I'm going to need all the whole new guts to the thing. I don't want to start. I just want all new guts. I'm figuring it's going to cost me a few $100. The guy says, yeah, that's under guarantee. I said, you're kidding me. It's 18 years old. He says, yep. I guess it was a lifetime guarantee. It's a Jen Air. And I just put them in yesterday. I have a steak tonight. The whole thing, there's 3 burners. There's a couple of metal plates. The whole thing, all free. I had to pay ship. It was like $51. Life doesn't get any better than that. I couldn't believe it when he said, yeah, it's under guarantee. All right, we'll talk later. Thank you. Bye. Here's my little flock of doves I have out here. We feed them out here. How nice. See how cool that is? It's a big crow. When the sun hits just right, it really sets it off. I got a red one. It's just this is the time of the year. Look at them all out now. Every now and then there's like 1 or 2 bullies who push the other ones around, but I don't see any squabbling today. Now a crow comes in. Let's see what he's going to do. They sort of get out of his way. Anyway, that's... Alright, now I'm pretty sure that's it right there. There's a mound up there of debris when they built my wife's office. And I believe I know it's right up in there somewhere. Now, if you go over this way here, the house is right there. Somewhere up here. I really can't see it. I don't think. Hold on, I'm just gonna keep running this while we step out of the woods. Don't forget, we're starting from up here. And I believe that's the hand right there. So let's back out of here, because otherwise this stuff is lost and will never be found again. So if we step out of the woods, come on Nero, let's go. This is my dog Nero. I have stone walls everywhere, and every one of these are body parts. I think this might even be a lung right here, because I could see the spur lock right there in the end. See? I'm pretty sure that's a lung. All right, so anyway, we're stepping out of the woods. Ooh, stepping out of the woods. Nero, easy. He's gonna knock me down. We're stepping out of the woods. And we're in the sunlight, and there's a house up here. All right, whoops, let me back this out. All right, so you should be able to get a pretty good perspective coming back here into the woods where we just came from. Alright, now I'm going to show you where I found the other gigantic fingertip. So if the house, there's a pathway that runs up through here. We're going to go up to that pathway right now. Alright, come on Nero, let's go. He loves walking over here. There's a bear, and then we got bobcat, and a coyote over here, all kinds of stuff. Look at him sniff, he loves this. He sniffs every little thing. So there's the house. Now, right over here is the pathway. All right, so I've got sun in my eyes. Okay, I'm out of the sun now. Here we go. This is the pathway. Go, Nero, easy. I really can't see. this is the house. Coming back over this way, through the woods, through the pathway. And again, there's nothing but stone walls. They're all over the place. They cleared all these fields and they just made all these stone walls all up and down. That's where I got virtually all my stuff, except for that dig. Now, so we're coming through the pathway. Now, this field here I still own, but the big fingertip is just off of this field and the property I sold. Come on, Nero. Hold on, he found something he's really investigating. Okay, so we just came out of the little pathway. And we're going to go up here. Come on there. And this field here, unfortunately, I have to cut several times a year. It's mine, but it's, like I say, a little too much to take care of. Come on, Nero. Oh, he's pulling. Come on, what do you want? Like I said, we got all kinds of animals living right in this little spot here. Now, coming back here, there was a pathway that went through to another piece of my property, which I did sell. And that's that little pathway right there. Boy, I'll tell you, I can't, there's so much reflecting. It's coming through this little pathway. And there's a couple of fingertips laying right around. Now, I thought this was still my property, but it's not. That's the marker. And I didn't realize. I thought the fingertip was still on my property. Now, there is one right here that is another very eroded fingertip. Right there. Oh, you're narrow. That's the eroded fingertip. And the other gigantic fingertip is right there. And again, they're just not on my property anymore. So I sold it. This guy made a beautiful house over here. Come on, Nero, let's go. And again, there's nothing but body parts here. Nothing but body parts. Whatever that is. But I thought that big one was still on my property, but it is not. Okay, my friends, I'm going to leave it at this, but my property 100% covered with body parts. Now that's a little marker. This side is my property. That side, just right about over here, is that giant fingertip. I thought it was still on my property. Anyway, you see this? This is not just a rock with two holes in there. I'm not exactly sure what it is, to be honest with you, but I could go out and I got literally thousands of things like this. I could investigate all day long, and I have investigated a lot of them. Now you see this kind of lichen growing on a rock? You see that? Hold on. You see that real green lichen? You see it right there? That's vein blood. Now, I probably broke all these rocks up out here trying to find stuff inside them, you know, different blood and arteries and veins and all that stuff, which I did. And I've been around a lot of my property doing that. But there's a lot of property, and there's just millions, there's literally tens of thousands of rocks that I could work with. And well, look, I got them all over the place. I can't not get them. They're just everywhere. And virtually every one of them is biology. I mean, some of them are regular chunks of meat. And I'm finding new body parts and everything else. I mean, it's just incredible the amount of stuff is here. So I'm going to leave it at that for now. But it's time to look at this in a whole new light. This opens up a whole new area of research. And you have to be able to understand biology, anatomy, chemistry, history, all that stuff plays into this. And I think I'm going to have to go out and look at this. Now, again, this is my property line here. Going this way, it's all mine. So that's mine, and this is, this stuff here on that side is all mine. So I guess I got to go back out and see what's going on with that. I didn't even see that, to be honest with you. First time I noticed it. Okay. Life goes on, my friends, at least for now.